Welcome to Body Sculpt of New York 6 Weeks to Fitness podcast, where we hope to inform, motivate, encourage, and inspire you towards living a healthier lifestyle. And now, here's your host, the president of Body Sculpt of New York, Vince Ferguson.
Hi, I'm Vince Ferguson. Welcome to 6 Weeks to Fitness, episode 184. Thank you so much for joining me today. Antoine Bhutan is the creator of Veganbando. Simply put, a source of inspiration for better lifestyle choices. Veganbando was created in 2017 to document his plant-based journey. Antoine had been advised to eliminate dairy from his diet in 2015 to help alleviate his severe seasonal allergy symptoms, and this recommendation proved very effective. Witnessing the power of holistic healing, the quest for a healthier, more proactive lifestyle began. Over the years, Veganbando has grown into a unique space where health-conscious, high-vibrational individuals celebrate good vibes and spiritual abundance to the sounds of high-vibrational music of the diaspora. And here today on my 6 Weeks of Fitness podcast to discuss why he chose the vegan lifestyle is Antoine Bhutan. Antoine, how are you, my brother?
I'm great. That was a great introduction. I really appreciate that.
Man, but it's all you, and that's what's so good about this, man. But before we discuss your brand, Veganbando, tell my audience, where did you grow up, and what was young Antoine like as a child?
So I grew up between Queens and Brooklyn, New York.
Nice.
And I would spend a lot of my summers either in Trinidad or Barbados. Trinidad, a lot of my family grow their own vegetables, and that's kind of how I was introduced with healthier lifestyle habits.
Huh.
My grandmother, she would grow all her fruits and vegetables in her yard in Tobago. So I mean, my dad had a little time with, well, he has a time with Rastafarianism, so like Italian cuisine. I'm from also, so that's pretty much.
Yeah. Were you active as a child? Sports and anything like that?
Definitely. Just anything I would try. I tried. I'm reaching for words here.
Yeah. Basketball, baseball, football, soccer. What'd you play?
Yeah, I played everything. What's that sport with the stick with the
Was it rugby? Was it
I can't think of the name. It's like a stick with a net on it.
Oh, was it wasn't lacrosse, was it squash?
Lacrosse.
Lacrosse. Was it lacrosse?
Yeah. Is that
Was it squash? I mean, I'm not really sure.
Well, okay. Well, anyway, we could move past that.
But you were very active, which is what I'm getting at.
I would try anything growing up. I didn't really, in school, I wouldn't really, do those things. In high school, I more wanted a job. But I always stay active. I like to hike. I like to anything, water sports. That's always my type of deal.
Nice. But you moved from New York.
Yeah. So
Where'd you move to?
I moved from New York to Atlanta in 1999. My mom got a job here, and that brought us down. And Atlanta was such a different place at that time. It was very, everyone kind of knew each other back then, and it's really not the case anymore here.
Oh, really? It was more community-minded, really?
Yeah. So
really?
Yeah.
Different now. Okay. That's interesting. But now, prior to you becoming vegan, though, what was your kind of lifestyle like in Atlanta before you changed to a vegan lifestyle? What did you eat? What did you do?
Well, Atlanta is pretty known for like lemon pepper wings and all that Southern cooking, the mac and cheese. And
yeah.
Pork chop. Well, I didn't never do pork, but I mean that's the Southern cuisine. And I ate it all. The Zaxby's, the American Deli. And I mean, my childhood, I kind of would try to balance it. I would try to put a salad somewhere in there, but
right.
I wasn't eating the best, and I wasn't feeling so great. So,
right. Did you have any weight issues? Did you gain a lot of weight?
No, I don't know if it's genetics.
Mhm.
My parents are pretty in shape without much
Nice.
effort. Um, but I noticed when I changed my dietary habits, I began to feel so much better. Like I had so much more energy. Um, yeah, I just I just
Yeah.
feel it different.
Okay. Okay. And that's what I'm getting at, because you initially you were basically a meat eater, but you ate fruit and vegetables as well. But I understand you had some allergic reactions, or basically you had some seasonal allergies
Yeah.
that was bothering you every year. And then someone came to you and said, "Look, you need to change your diet."
Well, what happened was I went to college in Middle Georgia, which is
Yes.
even more rural than Atlanta. So
Atlanta. Right.
that change of climate or environment, it did have its effects on me. I would suffer from like hay fever and like conjunctivitis, um, and that that's not really a severe illness, but it's kind of bothersome. It's just,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man. Every year. Definitely.
I spoke with associate in Whole Foods and like the supplements aisle, and she gave me that advice. If maybe you cut back on the dairy, you might have better results, and that it did work for me. My symptoms were a lot milder after that.
Just eliminating dairy for one.
Yeah, so
Okay.
at that time I still was consuming fish and I guess chicken seldomly.
Yes, yes, yes. But it wasn't until you changed over to vegan. So who introduced you to the vegan lifestyle itself?
Um, I would have to say I kind of just me starting going down the rabbit hole of holistic healing. I just started to follow various Instagram pages, and they
Huh.
would post. A lot of them will post like content on the meat and dairy industries that was kind of disturbing to me. I think one thing that kind of stuck out in my head was I think it's red meat, like they kind of saturated in blood and I guess carbon dioxide maybe to
Okay.
like maintain the coloring
Hmm.
because and then that kind of stuck in my mind because I'm just thinking of if I see roadkill on the side of the road, it's not staying
Yes.
it's not staying the colorless. So in my mind, that's like alterations or
Yeah.
things that are not natural that's done to me to preserve it. So I kind of started weaning off of it just from seeing things like that.
Okay. So you started following other Instagram pages. So what was your first meal that was a vegan meal that you created?
Well, transitional vegan food is really not that great for you. It's like
Really? Transitional vegan food is not that great?
yeah, like all the like the meat replacements.
Yes.
They're full of oils and they're processed. So that would be how I started. I would get like the Gardein. I don't think Beyond Burger and in 2015, Beyond Burger and I think Impossible. I don't even think that was really. I didn't know about it at that time.
Right.
Um, yeah, I would just get like a lot of the Gardein products, and I did start to put on weight then. Um,
Oh, really? Eating some of that?
yeah,
Really?
yeah, 'cause that stuff is high in oils. So and then I kind of as the more I learned about veganism, I wanted more of a whole food based diet. I wanted more vegetables because people have their different reasons for pursuing
Right.
veganism. Some people it's health issues, or some people it's the concern for animals.
Yes.
I'm more, I like animals, but I'm more so on the health side.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You did it for more health reasons.
Yeah, so I try to be more conscious with that and the things I was consuming.
Yes.
The stuff that's readily available is convenient, but my goal was to just be healthier. So I
Oh, most definitely. And you noticed a change in your allergies kind of subsided somewhat by you changing over to the vegan lifestyle?
yeah, well, it got so much better when I cut out the dairy. Because you probably know dairy is it creates a lot of mucus.
Oh yes, yes, yes,
So,
yes. I do know.
yeah.
So that kind of disappeared when you cut the dairy out. It makes sense, right?
Yeah. So the veganism, I just felt so much more energy. Like I didn't have a problem like when I would get checkups and stuff, I would have no issues. But
Right.
I think at that time I was working like a night shift. Like I just had I could just get through my weeks when this is not good, but like 2 hours of sleep, I just had so much energy.
Really?
So I'm eating
Really?
better, yeah. So I
Wow.
just kept going with it.
Yeah, you figured this must be the right path for me to go because I have more energy. I could do more things,
Yeah.
right? With less sleep, you're more productive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, but again, you started creating your own dishes.
Yeah.
Right. And what I want to do, I want to see if I can share your Instagram page. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Because I want to show the audience, my audience, what this looks like. And because I was quite impressed myself. And I want to say, my brother doing this, oh my goodness, man. This is so cool.
I will preface it by saying I really didn't cook so much before I became vegan.
You didn't?
No, I knew how I would observe my grandmother and my mother cooking, but really I would just rely on them or buying food.
Yes.
So I knew how to cook. I just didn't do it as often.
Exactly. But now you're doing it more often. And are you seeing the screen, right?
Yeah, I am.
It's amazing, man. Now, can you share what some of these dishes are?
Well, the latest post is an alkaline vegan lasagna I made. I made the
Really?
lasagna noodles from scratch from spelt flour. Sorry.
Wow.
And the meat is a walnut meat, which is just baby bella mushrooms and soaked walnuts.
Really?
Together, yeah.
Shucks.
And the pasta sauce is a plum tomato pasta sauce. Plum tomatoes and cherry tomatoes are alkaline. The other ones are too acidic.
Okay, makes a lot of difference. And this is a nice little salad here.
Yeah, that's just some easy cucumber salad. It's good it's a lot of water in cucumber. It's good for your skin and anti-aging.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, man. Looks so delicious, man. What about this right here? This one.
Where's the cursor? Oh, that's it's just well, I'm not gonna say it's just, but it's a ramen noodle that I made. I just kind of made the broth, and I didn't make those noodles from scratch.
Oh, right, okay. That's okay. That's okay. But what is this Happy World Vegan Day? What did you make on that day?
That is like a patty or empanada. I made that spelt flour also. The inside, I think the filling is walnut meat also. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. What were you saying?
Yeah, I was saying I'm having that Caribbean background. Like I use, Scotch bonnet peppers, pimento,
nice,
Italian, thyme.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not lacking flavor.
Not at all. That's why I'm so impressed with it. Now, what is this?
That
looks delicious.
If I see where the cursor is, that's a peach cobbler.
I knew it. I knew it looked familiar.
I kind of got lazy. I was a bit ambitious with that. I was going for like a lattice, but then I kind of wanted to like watch the game that was on, so I was just like,
yes. Nice. But all this stuff is so good. Now, what's your feelings about sugar? Because are you very careful about the sugar content of these foods?
I really don't use refined sugars.
Perfect. Good.
I use, I try to use agave or maple syrup, or if I do use sugar, sometimes it's coconut palm sugar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really don't use salt either. A lot of salt. I may use like a quarter teaspoon of pink salt.
Oh, really? That's it?
Yeah, because to me, salt is just a flavor enhancer. Like I mean, my palate, I don't think I should taste salt. Salt is not to me, it's not a herb. It's, it's like,
Right,
it
right.
just boosts the flavor. Because even in sweet things like desserts, generally most people that bake add salt. It just kind of enhances flavor.
Exactly. But if you have the right ingredients, you don't think you need it.
I mean, I just put a little bit, but
Yeah,
it's not.
yeah. But let me just scroll down a little more because this is all amazing to me. The coloring, and it just looks like it's so juicy and tasty. I mean, oh my goodness, man. I mean, who wouldn't want to eat this?
Oh, thank you.
Now, what is this? This is bacon?
That is some store bought. I think that a lot of times people gift me things like, oh, I bought this and I really don't like it. I don't want to waste it. I think that's what happened with that. That's like some kind of store bought. I think it's called benevolent bacon.
Really? Benevolent bacon?
Yeah, I used that to make like, I think that post was maybe like a frittata, maybe with chickpea flour.
Yes. So you put some healthy stuff around it, huh?
Yeah, I try my best.
Yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. Now, let me see. These are some cool pictures of you as well. This is nice. So I see all right, so what is this here? Mango?
That yeah, it's mango. I try to make like a mango salsa, but that is a wild rice jerk alkaline burger with burro banana fries.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Really? Excellent.
And that post in particular, IG kind of changed their setup, but it was like on the IGTV. So that one is kind of like a follow along. Like you can the ingredients is there.
Yes.
Like the whole process is on that post if someone wanted to make that.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, man, but this is all pretty awesome here. Now, let me see. Let me ask you about one more.
Okay.
See the avocado. Now, what is this here? It looks like chicken.
That's something that I've been promising I guess not following, but like the subscribers to my page. I've been promising this YouTube video on this. That is a enoki mushroom. When you fry it, I know most people are not familiar with enoki mushrooms, but like
No, I'm not. Yeah.
they like to explain it, it's like kind of a shredded looking mushroom.
Right?
When you deep fry it and like tear it, it looks like chicken, and to me, I'm not one of those people that kind of hype this stuff up like this tastes like that. I wouldn't do that
Right.
to but like most people, when I make the sauces and put it on there, they're like, are you, what is this?
Right, right, right. But they like how's it taste?
I mean, most people, because a lot of my coworkers follow my page, so
Oh,
like,
nice.
or like friends and family. So I make these things for them, and they say that tastes like chicken, and they still consume it. So I like to take their word.
Right. Yes. Definitely. And look, it looks so good. I'm sure I would try it for sure. You know what I mean?
Thank
Now
you.
this is like a nice dish here. What is this?
I think was like Super Bowl. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
I think it's like Super Bowl food. So it's like meatball, and that's also probably walnut meat, and then it's the enoki mushroom wings.
Hmm.
And I think, if I remember correctly, that I made a cheese dip sauce from cashews.
Oh, nice, nice. I see the olives there as well. Very interesting. So, I mean, I'm hoping that when people see this, they'll go to your page because this is just, whew,
I hope so too.
amazing. No, I'm sure they will. This is gonna be,
And I don't know the makeup of your following, but
Mhm.
if you kind of scroll up a little bit, uh, like up a little bit more, I think it's the
Okay.
next. one more. Yeah, right here. To the right of this post with the women with the horns. To the right of that.
The women with the
Oh,
horn right
yeah,
here.
right here in the middle. I'm sorry. Yeah, that post I made is a traditional street food in Trinidad, doubles.
Yeah.
That was a really popular post. I know like some of the Caribbean pages were reposting it because I made the doubles out of spelt flour also. Um,
Nice.
so you know, a lot of my Trinidadian followers and family they were excited about that because
Really?
they made a healthier version of things they know and love. Like I made the tamarind sauce and the um, like the shredded cucumber is like something that typically comes on it.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, everybody that I noticed that's my people from Trinidad, they were so excited about that.
I bet. No, I have a lot of Caribbean supporters here, man. So I'm sure they will know exactly what this is. You know,
Yeah.
this is amazing though, and it's so colorful, man, and it's so healthy. Now, what I want to ask you now is, where do you get your protein?
Protein is, I know that's a question that with a lot of people. Um, Quinoa is a good source of protein.
Right.
Cheese is a good source of protein. Coconut milk, the greens, like this, I guess spinach and kale and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
that's important.
yeah,
'Cause
it's there though.
yeah, no, most definitely. Because that's a question a lot of people ask, you
Yeah,
know, because you're not eating regular meat.
yeah,
And most people think, well, you got to get your protein from the meat.
yeah,
That's not necessarily true,
yeah.
right?
That's not true.
That's not true.
Yeah. There's pea protein. There is so many other sources of protein. Um, Something else about the protein. I had something.
Yeah.
We'll come
Yeah.
back. I had
That's okay, because I know protein can be problematic for some people. It takes a lot, especially meat protein, because it takes a long time to digest. And a lot of times when you're meat eaters, you're eating you're taking in a lot of the chemicals that these animals are eating as well,
Yeah.
you know, and they're not even housed in a nice environment, you know, so you're taking in all that energy, that negative energy from the food, you know. So with someone like yourself, I applaud you because I see what you're doing. But do you miss eating meat at all?
Um, I think at times it's certain flavors that I miss. I wouldn't say I miss like sometimes I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes I think about oxtail gravy, like
Yeah. Yes.
so like
Yes.
that's when I kind of get my like my brown sauce and I try to and I make the flavors of I might make butter beans or something and just get the flavoring.
Okay. Yes, I see.
Uh, Liquid smoke is something that's like vital to kind of capture those flavors. So like
Yes.
kind of cooking and they're missing that meat flavor because
Hmm.
a lot of, to my understanding of the meat industry, there's like flavors injected in meat and like liquid smoke is one of them. So it kind of gives you that taste because it's, to my understanding, it's already in the meats that you consume. So
Okay.
that's that flavor because
Right. Right.
sometimes I can make mushrooms or like something basic, like a quick meal. I can make like baby Bella mushrooms and I'll, season it up real good and add the liquid smoke, some cocoa aminos.
Hmm.
Cocoa aminos is a replacement for soy sauce.
Okay. Okay. I didn't know what that was. Okay. Good. Good.
I use
I'm glad you said that. And you mentioned seasoning. What kind of seasonings do you use besides that?
I use a lot of stuff that's on the Dr. Sebi's Self Food Guide.
Dr. Sebi. Ah, yes.
Cloves and
Sebi.
onion powder and parsley, oregano, cilantro,
Wow.
cayenne pepper. My cabinet is full of seasonings.
Evidently, but that's important because that makes all the difference in the taste of the food.
Yeah.
Once you got that down, I mean, that's amazing to me, really is.
I'm so, what's the word? I'm so like, things to me have to be like a certain aesthetic. Like I'm so visual. Like I couldn't, it's some people that I know who tried attempt veganism and they share their meals, and I'm like, that's not something I would eat.
Yes. And I look at your meals, and I was even telling your Aunt Maria, that looks like stuff that I would eat. I would love to eat that stuff. And I might have to start doing that. I'm serious. It's amazing to me. It's awesome.
I do appreciate that. I wanted, the problem is that I have a full-time job, so I try to commit myself to content, but then it's like,
it's hard.
Usually exhausted.
By the time you finish work.
Yeah. So
I know. I'm trying
to be better with that. I need better. Really, it just comes down to time management, really.
Yeah. I mean, we all get 24 hours in a day. So it's all a matter of what you do within those 24 hours. Absolutely. You can choose to watch TV, Netflix, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Or you can focus on your content for the bigger picture that you want to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing.
I'm gonna work on it.
Look, we're all a work in progress. WIP. You know what I'm saying? Work in progress. Yeah. But let me ask you, where did the name Veganbando come from?
That kind of started like a comical kind of thing, because I had different ambitions for the brand. Like at one time I wanted to have like a food truck. I did do meal prep stuff for a little bit, but essentially I was thinking, like, at the time, if I remember correctly, I was thinking my concept was to have people so interested in the vegan lifestyle, kind of like, it's a poor analogy, but like Bando is associated with is associated with people that buy and sell drugs. so
oh, that's why I didn't know.
I mean, it's more like an Atlanta kind of slang, like Bando, like places where people that are users, that they kind of seek purchasing this stuff. And I just wanted, at the time there was a song by the Migos out about the Bando, and it just was like a popular term, and it just stuck out in my mind.
Right. So you went with it.
Yeah. I figured it was kind of catchy too. Like,
it is.
Yeah, some people,
it is.
In the beginning, people just like to say it. So I was like, well, I mean, I could always change it.
Right. But why? It works, man. It works. Veganbando. I had to ask you about it.
And to add on to that, there's a chicken wing place here in Atlanta that's like something Bando. Like,
really? They might have gotten it from you.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way to know.
Exactly. Where can my audience find out more about Antoine Bhutan and the Veganbando?
They can go to veganbando.com. B as in Bravo, ANDO.com. It's the same name at Instagram, Veganbando.
Perfect, man. I mean, this has been really awesome. But I'm going to ask you that if you could do a healthy cooking demonstration of one of your dishes for my audience, that would be great.
Yeah, I would love to figure that out and see how we can make that happen. I have no issues with that.
Yeah.
It might be beyond the holiday season
because you're very busy now, right? Yeah. We'll definitely revisit this, man, for sure. But this is great. So Antoine Bhutan, on behalf of Body Scope in New York, that's my nonprofit here in New York, and 6 Weeks of Fitness, I truly want to thank you, my brother, for coming on the show today.
Oh, thank you so much, Vincent. It was a pleasure and an honor that you would even have me on your platform.
Well, you're going to help a lot of people with what you're doing, man. I'm telling you that right now. You're going to help me to think about the vegan lifestyle.
I don't push it on anyone. Anybody, my parents, I'm just, just drink more water, more fresh vegetables and fruit. That's all I ask. I'm not aggressive vegan.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. If you want the ribs and you feel good about your ribs, that's fine.
That's fine.
I have no issues with
Yeah, with that. Just eat more fruit and vegetables and drink more water while you're at it.
Yeah, it's about balance.
Exactly. Life is a balance. That's great. And to my listeners, I truly hope this program was informative, inspiring, and encouraging, and that you will continue tuning in to my 6 Weeks of Fitness podcast. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions for the show, please leave them in the comment section below or email me at vince@sixweeks.com. And please don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. And remember, we don't stop exercising because we grow old. We grow old because we stop exercising.